So I just made this super lazy, high protein vegan meal prep. I'm gonna give you so many lazy hacks to make your meal prep super simple. Let's get started. Before we jump into the video, I just want to let you guys know that I'm hosting 3 different vegan group tours this year in Turkey, Greece, and Bali. Turkey and Greece are happening in September, and they're happening back to back, so you can actually come to both if you'd like, since they're right next to each other. And Bali is actually happening in October. These are fully planned vegan trips where we can spend a week together having fun, experiencing the local culture, eating delicious vegan food, and just having the time of our lives with like-minded people. Doesn't that sound amazing? Yes, it is. If you want to come travel with me either in Turkey, Greece, or Bali, or maybe all of the above, check out the links below to book your spots now. Guys, limited spots are available for these trips, so make sure you sign up now before they sell out. I hope to see you somewhere in the world. Now let's get into the video. Hi guys, it's Rose and welcome back to Team Lazy Vegan and another meal prep video. So today we're gonna do a lazy meal prep because guess what? I am lazy. Yes, I'm normally lazy, but lately I've been feeling extra lazy and I just can't be bothered. Okay, I am tired, I cannot be bothered. But at the same time, I've been trying to eat healthy, I've been trying to stay on track, I've been trying to get back into fitness and health, but you know, it's kind of tough when you're lazy. So today I wanted to do a lazy meal prep. I want to make things as easy as possible. I want to have stuff ready for me to just eat without thinking. Too much thinking is happening right now and I don't want to think. So I'm gonna show you guys a super lazy meal prep. There's gonna be a few things that are a little bit less lazy, but you can pick and choose what you want from this video. These are really not even gonna have recipes, okay? But if there are relevant recipes, I will link them below. And without further ado, I literally have like 30 minutes, so let's get started. So as always, when I meal prep, what I try to do is I start with whatever needs to just kind of sit and cook and whatever is gonna take the longest. So in today's case, that's gonna be rice. I have a mixture here of brown rice and white rice just because I ran out of brown rice, and I'm just gonna rinse it. I'm gonna put it in the rice cooker to do the magic. If you don't have a rice cooker by now, what are you doing? Okay, I'm gonna link one down below. Get one because it's worth it, especially if you're lazy and especially if you love rice. So I'm just gonna rinse this and put it in the rice cooker. Next thing I'm going to do is roast some veggies. This is probably gonna be the most labor-intensive part. I got some veggies here, I've already washed them. And if you're extra lazy and maybe you have like a trust fund or something, you can actually just buy pre-chopped veggies, but you know what? I'm also cheap, so we're gonna have to do this myself. But yeah, if you're extra lazy, just, you know, just buy the pre-chopped stuff, okay? So I'm just gonna add some broccoli. I also eat the broccoli stems. You don't want to waste that. That's also good for you. I just like to chop them into like smaller pieces. Lots of broccoli is needed. So chop, chop, chop. Again, don't worry about making things perfect because you don't have time. I don't have time. But I like lots of broccoli, so we're just gonna do a lot. And of course it shrinks when you put it in the, when you cook it. See, this broccoli I'm actually gonna use for something else, but I am gonna just the stems and roast that as well. Another thing I'm gonna roast is a bell pepper. You can pick and choose whatever veggies you wanna roast, okay? You don't have to do the ones I'm doing. And then again, I'm just gonna chop it into chunks. And I also have another bell pepper. I'm gonna save half and I'm gonna roast half. So tons of veggies here, gotta spread them out. Now onto the veggies, I'm just going to add a bit of olive oil. I'm just doing like 1 tablespoon, maybe I'll need a little more. I'm just gonna spread it around. Okay, I'm gonna do 1.5 tablespoons because we haven't coated things properly. So 1.5 tablespoons of olive oil. Just gonna make sure it's all nicely coated. And then I love this garlic plus seasoning. This stuff is delicious. It's already salty. It's already got a lot of seasonings in there. I need to get some more, but I just like to sprinkle it on veggies and stuff. I'm just gonna use all of it and it just gives a nice flavor. So again, like just buy like a pre-mixed seasoning. That always helps as well. That's another hack for you lazy people. There we go. So my oven is already preheated to 380 degrees. I'm gonna stick this in, start with 10 minutes, flip it around, you know, and do another 10 minutes and see how long it takes. All right, you guys. So next thing I'm gonna do, I know this is all kind of like crazy, okay, but it'll make sense later. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna make some breakfast sandwiches. So I'm gonna cut up some tofu. I have some tofu that I already had opened up. This is just extra firm tofu. You could pan fry it, or you could do what I'm doing, which is just air frying it, because I'm lazy again. I'm just gonna add a sprinkle of oil. And you can also bake this as well along with your veggies. So sprinkle of oil onto each piece. And if you don't have an air fryer yet, again, what are you doing, okay? Trust me, guys. A rice cooker and an air fryer is just like a must, okay? It's a must have. Obviously, if you enjoy eating rice and if you enjoy, you know, nice things, you need an air fryer. So I'll link those below as well. So that's that. We're gonna air fry this until it's just nice and golden. I'm also going to air fry some tempeh. I have some smoky bacon tempeh. This is already seasoned. Again, another little hack. You can buy plain tempeh or you could buy seasoned tempeh. I usually buy plain if I'm not feeling lazy, but seasoned tempeh, I mean, it's already seasoned, so it's super easy. All I'm gonna do is I'm just going to air fry it like this to make it kind of nice and crispy. This is just ready to eat, right? This is the beauty of plant-based food, is like you don't really need to cook it. Like you can just eat everything just kind of, you know, but it does taste better when it's nice and kind of crispy. So I'm just gonna cook this whole thing up here. So this is tempeh bacon, smoky bacon. That's the flavor. Let me try. I love tempeh. Tempeh, if you don't know, is like a fermented soy product. It originates from Indonesia. It's so good. Like, I love it. But it's like an acquired taste. You might hate it. If you hate it, don't hate me. It's not my fault. So that's the tempeh, and that is the tofu. We're gonna air fry these two, and I don't know how long. We're gonna start with 380 degrees. Let's start with 10 minutes. All right, you guys, the next thing I'm gonna do is make a soup. Now, I'm not gonna actually make the soup. I'm just gonna prep the soup, and then whenever I'm ready to eat it, I'm going to heat it up and eat it. I'm gonna make 2 batches in 1 container. I'm gonna show you that lazy hack. So first of all, I just bought store-bought tomato soup in a can. I told you this was a lazy meal prep, so we're gonna use store-bought tomato soup. So I'm gonna put 1 can in here, the other can in here. And as instructed, a can full of water, here we go. And then I have frozen mixed veggies. The beauty of frozen veggies, it's already chopped, ready to go, okay? You don't have to worry about chopping. So there you go. And then I have a can of mixed beans. This is drained and rinsed already. We're just gonna throw that in here. Told you this was lazy, guys. But what a hack. This is great for meal prep, obviously, because you know, you're not eating it now, so we don't need to cook it up now. You know what I'm saying? And nothing in here really needs cooking because it's already cooked. So we're just putting it together. And there you go. That is literally the quickest meal prep soup I think I've ever made. So I'm gonna mix it up, and whenever I'm ready, I can heat it up and eat it with like a sandwich or with toast and hummus, or eat it as a snack, whatever it may be. So easy. That was 10 minutes at 380. I think I'm gonna do another 10. And again, if you're extra lazy, you can just use frozen veggies. It's not gonna be as tasty for like a bowl, but you know, the lazy option. Here we go. Back in the oven. All right, you guys. Now what I wanna do is make a snack box, okay? Like a veggie snack box. This is kind of inspired by the Tiffany plate, which is going viral on TikTok. I mean, it's basically a snack box, okay? Let's not make it fancy sounding. So what we're gonna do is just add a bunch of veggies and maybe some fruit if you want to into a box. And that way I have a little snack box that I can turn to when I need a snack. So I'm gonna do some broccoli. And again, if you're extra lazy and you're like rich or something, you can, you know, like buy pre-chopped veggies. Unfortunately, I don't have a trust fund, so I can't do that. Okay, so we're just gonna add broccoli. There we go. And then we have that half a bell pepper, which again, this we're just gonna chop up. And basically my plan is to like eat like one of these a day or something. If I'm feeling peckish, I can just, you know, have one of these boxes. And when it's ready to go, I'm just so much more likely to actually, you know, eat these. And then we have some tomatoes. I love these grape tomatoes or cherry tomatoes because it's basically ready to eat. It's all about things being ready to eat, okay? And then we also have some cucumber. Look how colorful and beautiful these veggies are. I do actually really like veggies, but like, again, I think the hurdle is getting yourself to get them ready. And then we also have strawberries. I'm not even gonna bother with the removing the leaves because who cares? I don't have time and I'm lazy. So we're just gonna do a few in each little bowl here. You see how gorgeous it looks? There we go. And this part is totally optional, but this is part of like the viral Tiffany plate is hearts of palm. And I love hearts of palm. And it comes in this little handy dandy can. I eat probably like at least 2 of these, if not more, a day. So I'm just gonna add one in each little box. Just so delicious. Yeah, I guess one day I'll get 1 extra. Another thing I'm gonna add, you guys, is some celery sticks. Let's do some celery sticks. Add that in there. And there you go. There is a really healthy little snack box that's ready to eat. And whenever I'm ready to eat this, I'll just take it out of the fridge and I'm gonna eat it with hummus, just some store-bought hummus. Super simple, super easy. There's a snack box. All right, guys, so the tempeh looks like it's basically done. As you can see, it's nice and kind of crispy and it's gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna set this aside until I'm ready to assemble what needs to be assembled, okay? And then yay. All right, guys, so the tofu is out of the air fryer. I did a little more than 10 minutes. I think about 12 or 13 minutes. Probably could have gone a little bit longer, but whatever, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I am just going to slightly salt the tofu pieces. Just a bit of salt, not too much. So what I'm gonna do now is make vegan breakfast sandwiches. This is gonna be delicious. I'm super excited. And it's gonna be easy. So first, I'm gonna take some vegan sliced cheese. I just had some in my freezer. This may have been the BioLife version. I don't remember. Either way, it's vegan sliced cheese. Ah, that's the rice. And then we're gonna add our tofu pieces. I'm gonna add 2 per sandwich in here. This is gonna act as our like vegan egg substitute. You can also use like a just egg patty. That will make life even easier, but you know, again, I don't have a trust fund. And then my little hack is this Gardein breakfast sausage. These are plant-based breakfast sausages. These are actually really good. This one is the maple flavor. Again, it's a bit expensive, but it's sometimes worth it, okay, because I am lazy. So then we're just gonna close this up. And there you go. We've made ourselves a vegan breakfast sandwich ready to go. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap this up and there you go. Breakfast is served. And what I'm actually gonna do with these is in the morning when I'm ready to eat them, I'm gonna unwrap it and I'm just gonna stick it in the air fryer for, I don't know, like 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, and then let the cheese melt and it should be ready to eat and it should be very delicious. So it's super simple and easy. You could even freeze these as well, but I'm probably gonna eat them. I don't think I need to freeze it. But anyway, 5 breakfast sandwiches, that easy, that simple. All right, you guys, now the rice is cooked. Here you go. So what I'm gonna do now is portion out the rice into each little container here. And then I'm just gonna spread it like so. And these roasted veggies are also gonna go into these containers. I'm just gonna try to evenly distribute lots of roasted veggies. I think I meant to make 5 servings, but oh well. I love broccoli. There we go. Another thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add some chickpeas for extra protein. This part is optional, but I like lots of protein. We're trying to get lots of protein in our diet, so it's gonna make it more filling, more satisfying. This is just canned chickpeas that I've drained and rinsed. Canned beans are gonna be your best friend, guys. It's all ready to eat. All you have to do is just drain and rinse it, and then you can just stick it in whatever, and it just makes it more filling, more satisfying, and more fantastic. And now, the last thing I'm gonna add is of course our tempeh bacon. So look at this, it's jam-packed. Okay, so we're gonna add some tempeh bacon pieces. It's gonna be like a little Buddha bowl situation. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You know, I'm gonna make it pretty. Even though I'm lazy, let's make it pretty. Yay, yay. There we go. And I'm just going to leave it as this. And whenever I'm ready to eat, I'm gonna use whatever dressing I have. I have this dressing that I bought today. This is a tangy Thai dressing, and I could throw this on there. I'm also potentially gonna make my tahini dressing. I also have my nut butter dressings. I've got my PB2 dressings. I have a lot of dressing ideas. And again, if you're feeling lazy, just buy some sort of store-bought vegan dressing and just throw it on top, or you could just do like soy sauce and a little bit of sesame oil. Do whatever you want. You don't have to make your own dressing. If you're feeling extra lazy, you could just buy a store-bought dressing and just use that. But I have some dressing ideas for you if you guys want to check those out. I'll link some dressing ideas down below for your Buddha bowl. My favorite is gonna be the tahini dressing. That I can make later because right now I'm running late. I gotta get to my next thing. That's it. There's my very hefty bowl of goodness. So much goodness, super easy to make. There you go, my little Buddha bowl meal prep. Alright guys, so that is it for my super lazy girl meal prep. Obviously some of these were a little less lazy than others, but I think generally it was very lazy. If you guys enjoy these lazy meal preps, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up and make sure you let me know in the comments section down below. I truly believe that meal prep shouldn't have to be super difficult and super time consuming. This took me probably like an hour total, and now I have food for the next 4 to 5 days. So super simple and easy. And you guys, as I always say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. It's always good to have these meals ready to go if you are a busy person and you're still trying to eat healthy or eat plant-based or do whatever you want to do. So easy to have these prepared, and I hope you took some inspiration out of this video. I hope you found this video helpful, and yeah, make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also check out my meal prep playlist for all of my previous meal prep videos. I've got a ton. I'll link that playlist down below. And also, if you guys want to come on a trip with me, a vegan trip, make sure you check out the links below. I'm going to Turkey and Greece in September, and I'm going to Bali in October, and you guys are invited. So the links for the trips will be down below, so make sure you check those out. I'm so excited to go on these trips. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!